Hi everyone, welcome back to Half Moon Aquatics. Today I'm going to be setting up a betta fish breeding tank, and I'm going to be taking you along with me so that you can see how I do this. So this is the tank that I'm going to be using for my breeding project. It is already rinsed out and everything, so it's ready to be filled with water. Alright, and so I'm only going to fill it till it's a little over halfway full. So you can see this is about 2/3 full, so that's where I want to fill it to. Now as you can see, I'm not going to be adding substrate to this tank. I'm going to be leaving the bottom bare, and this is actually really beneficial when you're breeding betta fish and breeding any fish in general. To leave the bottom bare, it's actually better for them because when the female's dropping her eggs, the male will be able to see the eggs better and get them up to his bubble nest, as well as when they fall from the bubble nest, he will be able to find them better. And then when the fries hatch, it's also better for them to have a bare bottom tank because it's easier for them to find their food and be able to eat. So it's a really good idea when you're breeding fish to leave the bottom of the tank bare. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to be adding a plant in there. I'm also going to be adding this moss ball. Moss balls are really great for aquariums, so I'm going to be adding that to it. And then I'm going to be adding a catappa leaf to sit on the bottom of the tank. Catappa leaves are really beneficial to betta fish, and they release tannins into the water that will create a natural environment for them, because those same tannins are in their natural environment where they are from. So I've just put a rock on top of the catappa leaf at the bottom just so that it will stay at the bottom, and then I'm also going to add a catappa leaf on the top of the water to float. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm hoping that the betta fish, when he breeds, will make his bubble nest under the catappa leaf. I'm hoping that putting it on here will encourage him to make his bubble nest there. So that is the reason I am putting the catappa leaf on top of the water. So the next step is that I'm going to add my heater in, and this is very important if you're breeding betta fish. You absolutely have to have the tank heated because betta fish do need a heated tank. They are tropical fish, so do make sure you add a heater if you are breeding fish or owning betta fish in general. So the next step is that I'm going to add the sponge filter in. So I'm going to add this just into the corner. So there you have it. This is my breeding tank all set up. I have the heater. I have some plants in here, some catappa leaves, and then a catappa leaf on top for hopefully where he'll make his bubble nest. I have my sponge filter, and then a little hideaway, kind of just for fun, but also if the female needs a place to go and escape for a little bit. Breeding tanks are pretty basic and a pretty easy setup. You don't need gravel or sand on the bottom. It's actually better to not have it. So yeah, they're honestly fairly bare tanks, but that's what's best for their breeding process. So, well, there you have it, guys. That is just a really quick rundown of how I set up my betta breeding tank. I'm hoping to start breeding within the next week, so that's super exciting, and I will definitely get videos on that. I know that this video was really quick and pretty short, but this week is my finals week at college, and so I had to definitely focus on getting through my college finals, as well as I was also working. So this video was quick, but this week has also been really busy for me and really stressful. So now that this is finals week and finals week is over pretty soon, I'm going to be able to focus a lot more on my videos, so don't worry. I'm definitely going to get all kinds of footage and get many videos about this breeding process up, as well as many other projects that I have coming up this summer. So make sure you stay tuned. Because of those awesome projects, hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss them. And I'll see you next time.